Handling the chainsaw of bureaucracy comes with a price. Elon told Rogan the left wants him dead.
These are real enemies.
Like, I think they actually want to kill me. And the reason I know this, well, they say so online. You know, there's like Reddit forums where they don't just want to kill me, they want to desecrate my corpse.
Democratic Party is unrecognizable at this point. I mean, look at this. This is they're ramping up violence against Elon Musk, and it's not looking good right now for America. Liberals are losing their minds. You guys got to watch this video. This is pretty crazy. I also show you a video of Democrats doing some wild things in Congress after they censored Al Green for having a burst out and basically, tweaking out during the speech. So Democrats right now are losing their minds. So you guys watch this video right here, man, of what they're doing to Elon Musk and Tesla, man. This is absolutely crazy.
Security details working overtime to keep him safe, so the left's taking out its anger on Tesla owners and dealerships. One lib suffering from Musk derangement syndrome just got arrested outside of Boston for vandalizing random Teslas.
Why do you think they have the right to do that?
It's my free speech.
Free speech not on your car?
Oh.
Yeah? That doesn't matter. It's not up to you to say anything.
You guys can get a better car. If you can afford that car.
It's not up to you to say anything.
I guess we have a difference of opinion.
And yes, that was a Palestinian flag strapped to the back of that guy's bike in a different incident outside.
I bet you that guy doesn't even support Palestine for real, for real. He's just another liberal looking for the next big movement so he can latch onto. And it's getting pretty dangerous.
To Boston, half a dozen charging stations were torched overnight, and the suspects are still at large. On the West Coast, a radical lefty activist was charged with firebombing and shooting up a Tesla dealership.
On Tuesday, a man was arraigned after police linked him to two separate cases at the Salem Tesla Center. Police say these surveillance images from the dealership show Adam Matthew Lansky throwing Molotov cocktails at the dealership and sparking fires. Police also allege that on a separate occasion, Lansky fired several rounds into the dealership and at least one vehicle.
The left used to care about mass shootings, but when a they-them is pulling the trigger, crickets. But not from the DOJ. The feds are now handling that case.
Let me ask, anybody in here drive a Tesla? Are you worried? Like, I feel like a lot of people that drive Teslas are like extremely worried about going outside now, having their cars parked in the public. They just feel like if they buy anything that has to do with Elon Musk right now, it's just they're in dangerous territory. And one thing about these folks, man, they all look the same. They all look the same, guys. They look like the guy from Butler, Pennsylvania that tried to take out Trump. They all kind of look the same, all white liberals. They really dislike Donald Trump. They really dislike Elon Musk. And now they're throwing firebombs at Tesla dealerships. It's getting crazy.
The department also charging Lucy Grace Nelson, a.k.a. Justin Thomas Nelson, a trans activist, for trying to plant a series of explosive devices at a Tesla dealership in Colorado after spray painting Nazi on the building. And we're hearing reports that some owners are changing their cars' logos to avoid being targeted. This has become a dangerous and pretty disturbing trend that's now, I guess, not showing any signs of slowing down. Why won't the Democrats denounce their base? I
gotta say, you know what's so crazy about this? What's so wild, and something I really noticed is, like, if it was Trump supporters doing this to Kamala Harris's picks or cabinet picks, if it were Trump supporters doing this, guys, it would be all over the news 24/7. This is why I say this is going too far. Like, Democrats are actually going extremely far. Liberals and progressives at this point, they're going extremely far, man. Where to the point where I just don't know what the future holds. It just becomes scary. You know what I mean? Like, people really don't understand that the media is really behind this as well, because they could put a lot of pressure on these people to stop. Right, by commenting on it every day, like, yo, they're blowing up Tesla dealerships, they're doing some bad things, they're getting caught planting bombs, they're doing some really, but the media doesn't care. Like, I have to come on here and report this to you guys. This is why it's very important for you guys to share this video and like this video, because a lot of Americans don't even understand what's really going on here. It's pretty crazy.
Professor and global ambassador at Northwood University, Gad Saad. So this is the anti-violence party. This is a party that does not condone violence. We heard that for many, many hours on MSNBC. Why don't we hear anything now, Professor?
You know, there's the old maxim, Jesse, that when conservatives think the liberals are wrong, they simply attribute it to them being misguided. Whereas when the liberals think that conservatives are wrong, it must be because they are moral degenerates. They are evil. And so now that Elon Musk no longer acquiesces to whatever the progressive positions are, he is literally Nazi, which is very scary for me, because I was invited down to his house and we spent 4 hours together. And as you know, I'm Jewish, so I really barely escaped with my life.
I'm so glad you survived the Musk chambers down there. The Molotov cocktail, that's not something someone misguided stumbles upon and just like happens to throw in the backyard. That takes premeditation, calculation, determination. This seems to be a growing movement to perpetuate violence against drivers of Teslas and dealerships.
Right. I mean, this is basically a consequentialist ethic, which basically says that it's okay if I violate certain moral edicts if the consequences of why I'm doing this are laudable. And so in this case, even if I commit violence, even if I commit arson, even if I throw Molotov cocktails, it's all for a good cause, and so it is justifiable. Just quick personal anecdote. Just today, I had a friend who ended a 30-plus friendship because I posted something that appeared to be in support of Trump, and he said, I can't see us moving forward, and we are no longer friends. That's what happens when you are parasitized by progressivism.
This was a guy?
This was a guy, indeed.
Are you sure?
Let me ask you guys this question. After listening to all of that, are those terroristic threats? Like, is this domestic terrorism happening right now, coming from the left because they don't like things that Elon Musk is doing? They don't like what Trump is doing, which is, I don't know what's not there not to like. I mean, there's things that you don't agree with, but to that degree where they are basically scaring the public. If you're driving a Tesla, I recommend you just be very careful. Be very careful because, again, you know, one of my older channels was basically demonetized for a whole year and a half now because they said that I was incendiary and I was trying to cause my viewers to go out there and do stuff. And now that I look at the mainstream media, I look at the way Democrats and their rhetoric throughout the election, not the election, excuse me. It ended up being an election result, of course, but throughout the campaign trail, this is their talk. This was the number one thing. This was Obama's thing. This was Oprah's thing, where they legitimately said that he was a threat to democracy. We might never have an election again. I think that that's what's causing this to be the cause. This is the cause and effect of what their rhetoric ended up being. You know what I mean? And Democrats, unfortunately, they're just very much in trouble. You know, America is watching this. America is very confused by this right now. Whether there's things, again, that they don't agree with Trump. Look, there's things I don't agree with Trump on. There's things I don't agree with my mom on. Doesn't mean you go out there, you start trying to take lives. I mean, that's insanity. And again, you got Democrats who embarrassed themselves during Trump's speech last 2 nights ago now, and John Fetterman even has come out and reprimanded these Democrats for making a fool out of themselves. Take a listen.
Guests at the joint address got more FaceTime with him at the Oval Office yesterday.
What a good-looking family, huh?
There's one more thing I got for you, a big hug.
Okay, good. That's very nice. Look at that family you got, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very nice. How are you? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. That was a big evening last night, right?
Yes, it was.
That was a big evening.
13-year-old superstar cancer patient DJ Daniel was made an honorary member of the U.S. Secret Service Tuesday. Despite that heartwarming tribute and moment, Democrats turned the cold shoulder. The White House says that snub certainly may have backfired.
Democrats didn't stand to keep men out of women's sports. They couldn't even clap for a girl who got her head smashed in by a man on a volleyball court. Democrats didn't stand for an innocent and beautiful child who is surviving brain cancer. Last night was a very clarifying moment for our country. The Democrats exposed themselves as the party of insanity and hate, the party that wants to put America last.
Former West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin and John Fetterman said this, sir. Thanks for being here. He said a sad cavalcade of self-owns and unhinged petulance. It only makes Trump look more presidential and restrained. We're becoming the metaphorical car alarms that nobody pays attention to, and it may not be the winning message. I'm going to take that metaphor a step further. When that car alarm...
That was John Fetterman, ladies and gentlemen, saying that. Wow. Democrat, progressive, saying that about his own party. That's how you know you are in huge trouble. Oh, man. You know, and what is the Democrats' response to all of this? Well, the Democrats' response to all of this is, man, this video is going to make you cringe, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, female Democrat politicians uploading videos that is called the cringiest video of the year, where they are, I guess, becoming Street Fighter characters. They are doing this where, I guess, youngest black woman elected to Congress, co-founded Black Maternal Office. She hates balloons. The first one was AOC, New York's 14th congressional district. And I guess they're doing some Street Fighter stuff. And there's Jasmine Crockett again. Democrats really embarrassing themselves. Look at this. Susie Lee. They're becoming Street Fighter characters, and they're saying, choose who you want to be. What? Ladies and gentlemen, the Democrat Party is very confusing right now. I gotta say, this is a very confusing thing. Again, you know, Democrats going out on a limb here, and again, you wonder why there's a rise in you know, potential violence and somewhat violence in America right now toward politicians. It's rhetoric like this. I want you to take a listen here. You know, of this. I think she's a congresswoman, if I'm not mistaken here. But she says we're going to the 1950s America.
We're going back to a 1950s America. I want to be very clear about that for those of us who have parents, who have aunts and uncles and communities that are still alive, who remembered what a Jim Crow America looks like. Tonight in the chamber, you could look easily.
What do you think that's going to make somebody do? Again, look at the rhetoric of Democrats right now. This is all they have, by the way. You know what I mean? This is all they have. This rhetoric right here, I think, is causing things to get out of control. And it's pretty crazy because I'm going to keep track of all of this. Again, we're 47 days into 47. We're going to keep track of all of this. We're going to see in 4 years, did we actually live in a Jim Crow era? Again, these are the people that have said so many things. These Democrats, from Josh Shapiro all the way to Jasmine Crockett, AOC. You know, this is why John Fetterman is coming out. He's saying, well, oh my God, we are looking so bad. It's embarrassing right now. That's why Gavin Newsom sat down with Charlie Kirk. It's over. These people are losing their absolute minds. And they're making other Americans lose it too, which is why you're seeing the attack on Elon Musk that you're seeing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about all of this in America right now. The state of America is very confusing. I would hope that we can see progress, you know, for real progressive, you know, because I love progress. Who doesn't love progress? I love being conservative about things, maybe become liberal about some other things, whatever, but it's a good balance to have. But right now, it's hard to have that balance. And look at the party, you know, because who wouldn't want to have options? We all in America would love to have options. We independents, libertarian, you know, but the two parties that are really going in America right now, it's a two-party system, unfortunately. What was the best option? This is bad right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, make sure to smash the like button. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you guys think down below.